Hi guys, so I've done a load more work to the Frostgrave Observatory, so I thought I'd show you how I was getting on. Right then, here we are. So, as you can see, it's now been riveted and sprayed grey, and I've done a little bit more work to the telescope as well. So, telescope now looks like that. Probably be magnetised in once I'm done, so I'll have some sort of structure up in there to hold it in. At the moment it's just a friction fit, so I can pull that out. It looks something like that. I quite like the angle I've got going on here, and it sits inside roughly head height with one of the soldiers, so that needs a load more work. Oh, and there's a hole there now as well. Again, I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. It needs a little bit of cleaning up before I paint it. It also needs a load of details added to it, because well, you can see just against that, there's not much detail at all on this. Right then, so that's that. And this is the observatory itself. So, we've got rivets all over it. The grey is bringing out rings of polycement that you can see there around all of these different rivets. That will die down when I put the brass colour on. So all of this is going to be painted, hopefully bronze and or brass. Or copper, actually. I think the two colours I've got are bronze and copper. Bottom hasn't had any work done to it. I think it's probably going to remain like that. Actually, these two shutter doors don't move at all. But it's playable. It's much more playable than if I was going to have the chair in there. I've decided against building some sort of chair for a wizard to sit on and have supports come down from there and have it freestanding in the centre. Mainly because there was just no space to put minis on here. And one of the things I like, and I'm proud about most of my scenery, is that it's playable. And this here, you can shoot in and out of there, all along here, there, that little gap there, and of course underneath the telescope you can actually fit a guy as well. If I put this back in, oh, can fit a fella. If the base wasn't too big, fit a fella inside there. It's all falling apart like that, so they can shoot out of there. So it's coming together really nicely. Adding the Christ, he's got stuck. I'm going to have to get better at getting guys in and out of there after just talking about how playable it was. Adding the rivets to this has really made it come alive in terms of the detail. I added some panels that you can see here, which is basically just more styrene slapped over the top, and I really wasn't very sure about it. But adding all these rivets in has really, like I say, it's made it just come to life in my opinion. And I'm really happy with the way it's come out. So, yeah, I'm chuffed, and it's going to get painted, and it's going to look awesome. Right then, just wanted to take a moment to talk about the Frostgrave global campaign. So, round 2 of the global campaign finished. The crystals were collected from the columns by 14 different games, so what's that, 28 different players or thereabouts, and it was really close. So there was 14 games, 28 players, and the scores were 35-36, which was just completely ridiculous. There was a difference of 2 for so many games. The last 6 games, 5 of them were draws, which just had me biting my nails the whole time, because of course I could see the results as they were going in and the numbers weren't changing. The one that wasn't a draw was actually a win in favour of the people that were down, and so they went from being 2 down to being 1 up. And that was the last but 1 game. I could not believe it. So, yeah, I've been working on formulas and things in a spreadsheet to make my life easier when it comes to actually putting out the recaps and whatnot. Quite happy with that. I'm going to build it more and more as time goes on, so as it gets bigger and more people keep playing, because let's be honest, I didn't expect 14 people to be playing, so God knows how many people are going to come in the future. It might be less, but hopefully more. The guys on the Facebook page seem to be getting more chatty, which is awesome, because the whole point of this was to sort of add a bit of banter, get people together. Even though they're not playing together, they feel like they're part of the same campaign, basically, is what I was going for on that. It's got a long way to go, and I'm learning the pitfalls of Facebook groups and events for arranging things like this. It gets very complicated very quickly. So, just to recap on the story, Seekers of Yarville were increasing their activity in the northern parts of the city. The Wizards Council found out, and they decided they were going to send some wizards to find out what was going on. Clashes of wizards happened there, collecting the information. Each side gathered almost exactly the same amount. Again, there was a difference of 2 for an equal amount of points, but the Wizards Council edged them out. Now, the Wizards Council went into the next scenario round with an advantage, so they got a little bit of advantage on searching for the crystals. The crystals were hidden in columns now. The wizards all clashed over the columns, and again, the Wizards Council came on top by 1 point this time. The new scenario is that we have an altar. So the Seekers of Yarville wanted the crystals for a nefarious plan, or a plan of some kind. The Wizards Council don't want that to happen, so what they've done is they've taken it upon themselves to destroy them. So they sent out wizards. Each wizard has 4 crystals, spread between 4 of their guys. They're trying to get them to an altar in the centre of the table and destroy them. And that is basically round 3. So now we're waiting to see how many crystals get destroyed, and the ones that don't get destroyed get recovered by the Seekers. So this could all change depending on how many crystals can be destroyed. But yeah, it's awesome. I'm really enjoying it. The guys seem to be enjoying it. The video, excuse me, the video which has all the recap information on it for the highlights for each game and whatnot is going to be up soon. If you go on the Facebook page, there is a new event where you can click to see all of the scenario and everything you need to get involved. I'll put a link in the description to the Facebook group where you can join and, of course, get access to that event. And if you feel like it, get involved. It's heating up. It's good. I'm really, like I say, I'm really enjoying it. So it'll be fantastic to have more players in there. And I'm streamlining the behind-the-scenes things so it's capable of taking on more people as well. Right then, I've rambled on for long enough on both of those things. Hopefully you liked the Observatory. Let me know anything you think is missing, and I'll see what I can do. And of course, if you've got any questions at all about the global campaign, how to get involved, that sort of thing, just let me know down in the comments and I'll do my best to answer and point you in the right direction. Right then, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Stay well, guys.